Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Eldridge Bell II here with another edition of Let It Rip. And today we're going to talk about the NFL draft, specifically two NFL prospects, the difference between Amari Cooper and Kevin White. But before we get into that, let me just express my extreme elation that the NFL draft is tomorrow because I have suffered through several weeks of numerous, countless mock drafts. And I'll give full credit to the NFL because they are the biggest hype machine of all time. Every single time they come out with a mock draft, I'm just like a sheep. It's like, oh, I'll go here, I'll click on it, and I'll say, oh, I don't agree with that pick, or I do agree with that pick. And every time, whether and it's not even just the NFL draft, it's the NFL releases the schedule. They have this little countdown ticker on their homepage where, oh, 2 hours left until the release of the NFL schedule for 2015. And what do? Oh, can't wait. I'm counting down. Can't wait to see the schedule. Even though it has really nothing to do, but it just buys the time between summer and NFL season, the real season. And I've seen countless, countless NFL mock drafts. So I can't wait till we get to the real deal and see what team's going to pick what team, what trade's going to happen, and such. Now that I got that off my chest, Kevin White and Amari Cooper. Honestly, they're two very different receivers, and a lot of people I see on Twitter and on Facebook say they love Kevin White a lot more than Amari Cooper. I I don't know. I mean, I don't think the margin is that wide between the two prospects. I think if I had to compare them to NFL players right now or previous NFL players, because I don't know if Reggie Wayne's going to retire, but I would compare Amari Cooper to Reggie Wayne. And Reggie Wayne had a great career. I don't know if he's going to continue to play, as I said earlier, but he had a great career. A great career. He didn't really win he didn't really win uh, against cornerbacks with the 50-50 jump balls or the extremely acrobatic plays in the air. He didn't really win. He won with precision, just like Amari Cooper does. Amari Cooper, he's he very rarely gets jammed off the line. He has a great release, which is I think is key for or upcoming NFL receivers, or even NFL receivers in the game now, because a lot of receivers coming out of college tend to rely on their speed, and once they get to the league, I mean, everybody's fast, but everybody's also strong as well. So what sets you apart in terms of getting open, separation, route running? Those are all things that Amari Cooper does well. And I think a huge benefit for Amari Cooper transitioning from the college game to the NFL game is that he was used in a variety of ways. He was used inside, he was slot, he was outside receiver. So he has knowledge of the position, just like Reggie Wayne does. With Kevin White, he honestly reminds me of. I know a lot of people say Julio Jones, but for me personally, Kevin White reminds me of more of an Andre Johnson. Just a guy who's a physical freak. I believe they're around the same height, around the same speed too. But Andre Johnson, he's a great route runner now after being in the league for so many years. That's why he continued to be great, even as his physical abilities were limited by age, he's still a very good receiver now, even in his later part of his career. But I think Kevin White both. I think he mirrors Andre Johnson because Kevin White can win those 50-50 balls. Kevin White is very strong. He can dominate those smaller receivers, and his route running. I think it's actually underestimated of how good he is of a route runner. Is he on par with Amari Cooper? That remains to be seen. But I don't think he's a subpar route runner. I think he does need refinement, as most NFL receivers do. But I think he's going to have a good career, barring injury, and I think Amari Cooper is going to have a great career. A great career. The When it comes down to picking what receiver you want, it's going to come down to what the quarterback of the team prefers. Do you want a guy like Reggie Wayne, where you have to have precision and have to have a certain amount of timing? Or do you want a guy who can, if you're not an accurate passer, you can get the guy who wins 50-50 balls? So that's really the difference between Amari Cooper and Kevin White. Do I think do I think that is there a huge gap between the two players? No, it's personal preference. the high flyer, or do you want the guy who just gets open? It's really up to the GM and the quarterback. So that's all for this video. As always, please leave comments, like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Let It Rip Sports Show. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Elder Spell II.